Hello jam kids and moms and dads. Well, I wouldn't think we'd be doing jam from my house, but as you've heard, jam is canceled for now. I wouldn't have thought that we would be canceling for a virus. Snowstorm, yes. Virus, no. But that's where we're at. I know times are a little uncertain now, but as Christians we can focus on things that are certain, that do not change, like God. He is sovereign. He's in control of all of this. He protects us. He turns bad into good. So we just want to hang on to the truths that we know when a lot of other things seem a little out of control. So we are moving ahead with our next holiday, which is Hanukkah, also known as the Festival of Lights. So I'm going to have you watch a quick video to get an overview of this holiday. Alright, so that's an overview. So there was two main stories they talk about. One, they talk about the menorah. We're going to just, and the other one is the Maccabees defeating the evil people. So what happened is, we know Jews have been persecuted throughout history, and at this time the Jewish people were forced to worship idols. And Jewish people believe in one true God, so they don't want to do that. There was a family, the Maccabees, and they ran off to the mountains and they built up this army. It wasn't big, way smaller than the Syrian army, but what they had that the Syrians didn't have is they had God on their side. So they went and they fought, they defeated, which was a miracle. Then they went to their temple where the enemy had destroyed all of that. They cleaned it up and they couldn't find any oil. They had broken all their vials of oil, but somebody did find one vial that was unopened, and so they used that to light all of the lamps in their temple. It should have only lasted a day, but it lasted for 8 days. So that's kind of how the menorah got started. So we think about the menorah. In the video they talked about how they light it. They have that one shamash, which is the helper candle, that lights the others, and your take-home challenge has something to do with that. And then they would take the menorah and they would put it in their window to show everyone that they were proud of being Jewish in their heritage. Which makes me think about us. How do we shine our light of Jesus? Are we ashamed, or do we want to show it? So that's something to think about. How do we want to show Jesus to other people? Alright, we had a lot of fun things planned for this week. We were going to make latkes, we were going to have jelly donuts. Maybe you can get those at home. We had a menorah, we were going to light the menorah, we had gelt, we had dreidels, lots of fun things that we were going to do, but we will supply you with some ideas via email, so that if there's any of these activities that you want to do, you can do those at home.
Hello GM kids, it's your youth guy Marco here, surviving the quarantine with ya. I want to encourage you guys again to be safe, not be hanging out in large groups, because we don't want to overload those hospitals. Those hospital workers are already working hard. We don't want to go too crazy on those. Before you get rolling with this video, make sure you've watched the Hanukkah video that will be posted on the same web page that you're hopefully viewing this video from. And then, just as we're wrapping up, you got a few things that you guys can do with your youth or your parent, whatever one who's ever watching this video. Such as you can play this game called Dreidel. All the instructions are attached. It's a really fun game that you can do with your youth in your free time, as well as you can make jelly donuts or buy jelly donuts, because that is related to Hanukkah. And last of all, you should have a packet that you got at the start of our jam sort of cycle for what we're doing for Lent. And if you can continue to fill that out with your child, that would be awesome. And if you don't have one, you can give a phone call or a message to the church, try to get a hold of Miss Gretchen, and she will get one mailed to you to make sure that you have one. As we're wrapping up again, we're constantly praying for you guys. And you can also watch a goofy Bohemian Rhapsody parody video that talks a little bit about what we were talking about this week in Jam. Cool. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you guys next week.